Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're confused like why am I saying food, it's because this channel is for everything I like to do, and that includes making food. So today we're making yam porridge, and our ingredients are, we're going to use salt, Maggi, some blended peppers, palm oil, smoked mackerel, some seafood mix, crayfish, and some smoked shrimps and catfish fillets, yam, and a pot. So first I peel my yam and then I put it on the gas and I add some salt. I try to cube them, close enough. And then I blend up my peppers, which is my plum tomatoes, 2 scotch bonnets, a half of a bell pepper, and onions, and I just blend that all together till it's smooth. So you can see here it's pretty smooth, you haven't got bits in it. And then I go back and I check my yam. It's still a bit hard, but that's fine because I need the peppers to cook with it anyway. So I just put in my blended peppers and then I mix that around. And I try to, coat the yam with that pepper. Let me just add, I don't really do measurements, which is probably not helpful. I just kind of like put stuff, salt, Maggi, whatever, till my mind tells me, come on, for we that's enough, like do it with sense till I feel like it's enough. So now I'm going to add some palm oil. I should have warmed this up a bit more, but yeah, so I warmed it up a bit later and then I added a bit more. And again, you just want to mix that in and make sure the palm oil and the peppers are mixed together and that they coat the yam. Okay, so now I'm adding my crayfish and I'm adding my smoked catfish fillets and also my smoked shrimps. And I'm just going to mix that in together in a second. Holding the camera and trying to do this was hard. It was so hard. So yeah, I'm just going to mix that together and then I'm just going to cover it. I'm not adding salt right now. I mean, you could, but I don't really eat a lot of salt. So for me, there was no point adding salt now because I was going to add other stuff. So yeah. And then yeah, you just cover it up. So I came back around 7 minutes later to add my Maggi and to add a bit more salt. I could have added a bit more salt. So at the end of the video, well, it's not really in the video, but I did add more salt to the end. So I'm adding in my seafood mix and I am adding in a bit more salt because, they're already cooked, but they don't really have salt in them. And then I'm just going to mix it up. Again, I don't really measure stuff like that. So you just, do you feel it's enough? And I'm adding my smoked mackerel. And yeah, I just basically then just cover it up till the yam is soft. And then I come back to mash it. So I wash everything before I start cooking. So the fish, I washed like the skin. I took out the dirt and all of that. So now I'm just coming to check how soft the yam is. I'm just going to lower the gas just so it doesn't start burning. So I'm poking it. It can break, yes, but can it mash? No, we cannot. Call a mash, man. So yeah, abort mission. It was time to go back. So I'm trying to mash it. I'm thinking, yeah, I don't want to splash myself. So I'm going to have to just leave it and come back till it's a bit softer. And that's what I did. Okay, so I've come back now. I've tried again and okay, it's a bit softer. Now I'm using a different stick. I don't know what's called in English. It's called omorogun, but I don't know what's called in English, and I'm just using that to start to break up the yam. You will see the change in the consistency of the stew. So usually I would do there's two ways to make it. You can either start off with the stew and then put in the yam, or start off boiling the yam and then add in the peppers and then make the sauce. So I was doing the second way today, but usually I would do it the first way, make the stew and then put the yam in. But anywho, that's besides the point. So you're just going to mash up the yam, and you just want to thicken that sauce a little bit, and that's what makes it creamy and all of that. And I forgot to add, so like in a Maggie you have two in one, in one rectangle you have two cubes, yeah? So I've only used one cube of the one rectangle, if that makes sense. So yeah, I didn't put a lot of Maggi into this. It's just the one cube, and then obviously I just keep adding salt till I was okay with it. I mean, it looks a little, it looks a bit messy. But yeah, it's just part of it. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I just added some chives, I don't know how you say it. I add it to everything because I like colour on my plate, so I just had to. I don't even know if you're meant to have it with Asaro, but oh well. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Bye.